a do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
That touchdown, certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hits him in stride.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
That's caught. It's John Hightower.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This ball complete to Rager. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ring.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A quick toss outright. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This will be taken in by Hightower. Touchdown, Philadelphia! John Hightower, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the guns, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
from the shotgun. It's Bridgewater throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's complete to Brown right right side. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down. First down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Carolina.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throw here out of the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote goals, right? And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Gain of 21 more yards.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt at this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Bridgewater now. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Panthers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step up.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And again this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A quick throw here out to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw it. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. He's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Panthers 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The throw over the middle taken in. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown! Philadelphia. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And he's got it up and through. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Man open left side is Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top. He'll look to throw.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Bridgewater. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.